Perfect weather for a sports roundup.
And boy, is there a lot to round up. Good morning, Father. Matt Frisbee. A whole lot to talk about this morning.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Dave and Ron. Good to be with you on the air. Hope you're doing well. And, a lot to talk about. Let's start, just briefly here with college football. Maybe two things to note. First, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback from LSU, winning the Heisman Trophy. Marvin Harrison, a unanimous All-American, getting fourth in the Heisman Trophy voting from Ohio State there.
Amazing.
But then the other thing from college football, the great Army-Navy game this past Saturday with Army getting the victory there. So
I know a few disappointed people.
Yeah, we've got a few listeners, big Navy fans, but it was a good game. I mean, a close game.
Yeah, that's right. As it almost always is. Low scoring, close game. So, But then we moved to the NFL. And, the Browns, led by their fourth quarterback of the year, Joe Flacco, former Raven. Joe Flacco, this was his 100th career victory and the 10th time that he has won in Cleveland Browns Stadium. Unfortunately, 8 of those times were with the Ravens.
Yeah, right.
One last year with the Jets, that big meltdown the Browns had in week 2 of last season. And then this one with the Browns here. And he looks like the best quarterback that's played for the Browns all season long. And, he was sitting on a couch about 3-4 weeks ago. So,
and boy, does he look like he's having fun with it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and if you saw his in the locker room after the game, when Kevin Stefanski, coach of the Browns, was giving out game balls, he gave one to Joe Flacco, and Joe, very much even admitted, he's just having a lot of fun. And, for the Browns, I mean, a couple things to note. They are in the first wild card spot. They have beaten 4 of the AFC playoff teams already. So, they've beat the Jaguars, they've beat the Ravens, they've beat Pittsburgh, they've beat Indianapolis, Cincinnati. So a lot of these teams competing for the playoffs the Browns have beat this year, not to mention San Francisco, who is just rolling. So the Browns looking good, especially Joe Flacco. As long as they can stay healthy, should be in the playoffs. I think they have like an 87% chance of making the playoffs. But they'll play the Bears this weekend, too. We saw beat up on the Lions this past weekend. The Bears, past 4 or 5 weeks, have been playing a lot better. So, as much as maybe people thought this was going to be an easy victory for the Browns, we should know with the Browns, nothing's ever an easy victory.
Yeah, the Bears are kind of a sleeper team this year.
Yeah, I mean, they started off horribly, but they have been playing a lot better as of late, and no one should sleep on them. Now, of course, the other big NFL news is the Bills-Chiefs game the other night, and the Chiefs have been big crybabies ever since, because they were down 3 towards the end of the game, and then they score really on an incredible play. Mahomes throws to Travis Kelce over the middle of the field, and then he laterals the ball across the field. Throws it back to Kadarius Toney, who walks in the end zone, but Kadarius Toney had lined off offside, clearly. So
clearly.
So the play gets negated, and the Chiefs were upset that the refs had the temerity to call a penalty on them, basically.
Yeah, and the fact is, the flag was thrown before the fabulous play, and it was a fabulous play, came to be. So nobody knew that play was going to happen when the flag was thrown.
That's right. You see the ball gets snapped, and immediately the flag gets thrown. Yeah.
Crazy. All right, well, I'll tell you what, I feel like I know a lot more about sports than I did before you started, Father Matt, so thank you for that sports roundup.
God bless.
Thanks. Have a great day. We will be right back.